Hi guys, welcome back to day 2, the group practice. I have the group practice worksheet here taped to my wall, and you guys should have the same sheet. There is also a Google Doc version where you don't actually have to write it by hand. You can go in and type it and change the font color and change whether it's bold or not and stuff like that on there. So if you prefer to practice that way, that's totally fine. We are going to go through some of these together. Um, if you feel like you've gotten it after a few, um, that's great. If you feel like you want to listen to all of them, that's great too. Again, you guys know where you are in your grammar understanding, so just make sure you're getting it. That's all I ask from you, okay? All right, so on here, it's asking us to find the prepositional phrases. It's asking us to then color the prepositions blue, make the object of the preposition bold, and then underline the adjectives and adverbs that modify the object of the preposition. I'm not going to be able to make the object bold on here, so instead I'm just going to write OP above it, okay? And I already started doing the first one, and then I had to run downstairs and grab a blue marker and come back up and start another video, so that's why it's like this, but that's okay. All right, so number 1 says, at our house, every person in the family does the dishes. Okay, so I already found the first prepositional phrase, at our house. Now to do that, I was looking for prepositions. I made sure I checked it on my SAM sheet that you guys have. It has that list of prepositions. It has the compound prepositions, that box that I highlighted in yellow on the first video, okay? So I made sure it starts with the preposition. And then to find the object or where the prepositional phrase ends, I asked myself, at who or at what? And I found that they were talking about the house. So I have my at is the preposition. I'm just going to go ahead and put that in blue. House is the object of preposition, and our is the modifier, the adjective, okay? Let's keep going. At our house, every person in the family, in is my preposition, in who or in what is family, that's my object, and the is the modifier, okay? Does this make sense if it's all out of there? Every person does the dishes. Yep, that works. All right, let's look at number 2. Mando was flying his kite above the trees in the bright sunshine. Well, I know in is a preposition, so I'm going to go ahead and start here. In what? Sunshine, okay? In is my preposition. I'm just going to circle it in blue. How about that? Sunshine is my object. And I'll underline bright and the as modifiers. Okay, any more? Mando was flying his kite. Whoop, we have one more here. Above the trees. I think I'm just going to switch to blue altogether. Above is my preposition. I'm double checking that on the sheet. Trees is my object. Above what? Above trees. And then the is the modifier. Okay, number 3. The class walked along the narrow trail around the dinosaur display. We have along the narrow trail and around the dinosaur display. Okay, look at the first one. Along is my preposition. Along what? Trail. And then we have the trail modifying and narrow trail modifying. Okay, next one, around is my preposition. Display is the object of the preposition. The is a modifier and dinosaur is a modifier. Number 4, traffic lines are used for the support of the city government. See any? For the support of the city government. Okay. For is my preposition here. For what? Support is the object. The is a modifier. Of is a preposition. Government is the object. The modifies government, and so does city. This should make sense all by itself. Traffic lines are used. Yep, that works. We'll do a few more, and then you guys can maybe check your answers at the very, very end, okay? Lynn put words in French and Spanish on the chalkboard. Lynn put words in French and Spanish on the chalkboard. Okay. In is my preposition. Oh, in what? This one is a compound object, okay? There's two things. So here's an object. She does it in French and also in Spanish. So here we have two that are separated by that conjunction and, okay? So French and Spanish, both objects of the preposition. Next one. On is my preposition. On what? The chalkboard. The is a modifier. Okay? Two more. Some of the guests were not pleased with the party. Again, if you're not sure which words could fit or which words work as prepositions, then you should be looking at that SAM sheet to find them. I have of the guests. Of is a preposition. Guests is my object. The is my modifier. Oop, with is a preposition. So let's start here with what? With the party. There's the end. Preposition, object, modifier. Now this should all make sense by itself. Some were not pleased. Yep, that works. You don't need of the guests, right? That's modifying it. This is functioning as an adjective telling you more information, okay? So some were not pleased works by itself. Last one. In spite of the decision of the jury, I am innocent. Oh my goodness, look here. In spite of is one of those compound prepositions. So we're going to start here, in spite of the decision, and then it keeps going. This is a new one. Of the jury, I am innocent. Okay, let's look at the first one. In spite of is all the preposition, decision, object, and the is the modifier. Of the jury, preposition, object, modifier. Now, I don't know if you guys noticed or not, but remember how we have to have a comma if we have prepositional phrases at the beginning? Sometimes we put a comma in between them, but if they're kind of all related, we keep going until we get to the whole end, and then we put that comma in there. That's a grammatical thing that we have to make sure that we're doing. Okay, so what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to correct the rest of the sheet, and then I'm just going to post a picture of it on here. So after you've watched this video, you can go ahead and pull up that picture and just double check the rest of your answers, okay? All right, I'll talk to you soon.